If you thought the federal government was facing an uphill battle to win this year's election, there are several crucial seats still without an endorsed Liberal candidate. Not one, several. It's almost as if the party machine, especially in New South Wales, has given up trying to win the federal poll. Or are they trying to avoid selecting Conservatives? Which brings me to the seat of Warringah, the seat held by Climate 200 independent Zali Steggall. Nominations to find a Liberal candidate there expired back in mid-January. Now, the man currently left standing, well, he's a fabulous common sense Conservative in Manly local Lincoln Parker. He's had 20 years international experience in government, defence research and technology development. He's also the chair of the Liberal Party's Defence and National Security Policy branch. He speaks superbly on these issues, and I've had him on this program many times, and he could beat Zali Steggall, especially now that she's been exposed as a climate hypocrite after hiding a $100,000 donation from a coal kingpin. But the party won't ratify Lincoln Parker as the Liberal candidate, maybe because he's not part of the New South Wales moderate faction, my guess. So at the 11th hour, the party has put forward lawyer and transgender critic Catherine Deves. Now, Deves has already been rejected by the party as ineligible because the Constitution states you can only nominate if you've been a member for at least 6 months. She only signed up 8 weeks ago. Talk about a parachute job. But that is small beer. I've done some research, some searching on Catherine Deves. It seems to be a fine person. This is not personal. But is she playing double agent? Now, Deves' name comes up on a scroll of active volunteers on the Voices of Warringah website. Even a Google search links her to the Voices of. Now, we spoke to Catherine Deves this afternoon, who says that while it appears she signed up to the Voices of website, she doesn't know when, and if in fact she did sign up. She maintains she is a steadfast Liberal supporter. She also denies being an active volunteer for Zali Steggall. If the Liberal Party in New South Wales knows about Catherine Deves' membership, are they concerned about where her loyalties lie? And if the party didn't do its due diligence and don't know about Deves' involvement with the Voices of, I'm sorry, they're a bunch of dunderheads. Meanwhile, Steggall is in all sorts of political trouble, as we know, following the donation scandal. But the willing and able Liberal candidate, Lincoln Parker, can do nothing about capitalising on the drama. What a bunch of devious dunderheads they are in the New South Wales Liberal Party, and their incompetence is ruining the Morrison government's chances of winning back Warringah, bear in mind this is Tony Abbott's old seat, and challenging the Labor Party's favouritism for government. The party should endorse Lincoln Parker as the Liberal candidate for the seat of Warringah tomorrow. Give him the chance to raise funds and take on Zali Steggall immediately. How can you import someone with a Climate 200 connection? This is an organisation which has deliberately gone out to kill off as many sitting federal Liberal MPs at this year's election as it can. This is the Simon Holmes à Court mission. But what do the Libs do? Parachute Deves into the party and then try and manipulate the rules to make her the candidate. What an outstanding, true, lifelong Liberal, Lincoln Parker, he's ready to go. They don't want to win this mob. This is all about transforming the Liberal Party into some kind of soft, wet, middle-of-the-road political movement dominated by green philosophies. That's not the Liberal Party the base recognises. And what's going on in Warringah is a terrible example of how power and philosophy can sabotage a winning opportunity. It's a disgrace. Scott Morrison should blow the whistle on this farcical faction fight right now and install Lincoln Parker pronto.